Hello everyone, it is Lucy here, and in today's video I am doing a building video. I tried to gear this house towards growing together that expansion pack that I got last week. However, I did notice that there wasn't a whole lot of building items, not a whole lot of CAS items, which was really sad for me, but I think that this is more of a gameplay pack as it was released. I think that that's what they were focusing on the most. So if you're a builder in the game, if you like to make families and make families to go on the gallery and things like that, or just do CAS play, then this is not going to be the pack for you, and it should not be recommended to you. I think there are other packs that are a little bit better with CAS items and build and buy items. And I just think what I did was I gravitated more towards other packs. I did use the new door here, and I used the new columns and things like that, which they were really pretty, but I didn't find a whole lot in the game that was, new. So like new build items. So I was able to just gravitate towards other packs in order to complete the house. There was a lot of base game in this house and other packs that were used in this house. I don't remember all of them, but definitely not a just strictly growing together pack, because the house would have been super sparse if I did that. So, and I was able to even use the new curved wall tools. I don't remember when that came out. It was an update, I think, and I just don't think I was playing The Sims when it came out. So it was new for me, and I really liked it. I really enjoyed the curved walls. I just was struggling with the roof a bit on it. I don't know if that's an actual thing or if it was just player error. I don't really know, but I did struggle with the roof a little bit on those curved edges. But the house looks beautiful. At the end screenshots, you'll see the outside of the house, and I really liked the curved edges of the house. So we have one where you can see it here on my camera, and then kind of on the opposite wall there was one. This house is kind of small. It has 2 bedrooms. One of the bedrooms is actually downstairs. That's the master bedroom, so more of like a parent bedroom. And then there's one upstairs that I made into an infant bedroom, but I also put an infant crib down in the basement as well. So that way there, when you first bring home your infant from the hospital, they can kind of stay with you a little bit in your room if you'd like to, and then you can move them up to their upstairs room. It's kind of however you want to play the game, basically, is how you can play with that. If you want to just delete the crib that I put down there and put something else, you can definitely do that. I just thought, when you're a new parent, you have to get up every hour of the night and feed your new baby. So it might be easier if they're down in the room with you, especially where this is set up, where their room is upstairs. I don't know if you'll be able to hear, obviously you won't be able to hear them very well unless you had kind of like a baby monitor or something like that. But in The Sims, there's no baby monitors. So in my head, I was thinking it'll be a little tough for the parents to hear when the baby's crying. So that's why I kind of put them downstairs in the basement with the parents. And it's a finished basement. It's nice and heated, so don't worry about it being super cold. But yeah, I just thought that this house was pretty neat. It's 2 bedrooms, kind of small, so it won't really slow down your game at all. Hopefully, I mean, some of the items might, but I did kind of clutter the house a little bit just to make it a little bit more realistic. I put a lot of items in the living room, some toy items and things like that for the child. So yeah, that's what I did in this house. I wanted to make it more of a smaller home because this lot is kind of small, and I wanted them to have a lot of backyard space. That's what I really like to do in my build, is have a lot of more outside space so that they can go out and they can sit outside in the summertime or in the springtime, grow some plants, grow some flowers, whatever that they want to do. And I really I honestly, in all of my builds, I really like making a huge outdoor space for the Sims to just relax, because summertime in the game is so beautiful. Springtime, I mean, there's still some, brown bushes and brown flowers and things like that, but in the summertime, totally beautiful. I love the summertime in the game. So we do a lot of jumps in this build, just because it would take me a while to do the roof and things like that. So I just didn't want to add that into the game and people get bored at me trying to do the roof. So, and then I was just adding in an outside awning for over that big picture window, which ends up being in the living room. That's what my vision was I wanted that to be the living room. So you'd have a couch against that big picture window, and it came out really nicely, I think. and it came out pretty good. And I really liked this new stone that was in growing together, and I really like the new siding that's in growing together as well, which I used that. Even the columns, even the windows, and actually the Eco Lifestyle, which I used a lot of that for the outside. I used a lot of that pack, is actually pretty close to the growing together color schemes, so it ended up blending really nicely. However, I don't really know what you use for the fencing, the little gate. I don't really know what people use for that against that fence, so I just popped in something, I think that was base game, just because I was like, this does not have a gate to it, so I didn't think that it actually, I don't think it has a gate, obviously, to it, so because I could not find it. So I don't know what people use for the gates against that fence, but I ended up going with the base game gate, and it was fine. And then I was just putting in the basement there just to make sure I blocked that off so I didn't put something else there and then forget that I really wanted to put a basement in, so that we had a big master bedroom. This house, like I said, is pretty small. The kitchen is tiny, but I just figured that this family would probably spend more time outside than they would inside, so that's why I decided to focus more on the, I don't know. I mean, I didn't really show the outside what I did there, but I usually do the same thing. I just do a lot of bushes, a lot of clutter items outside, and just put a pool in, I think, too, so that they can cool off in the summertime. I really like putting pools in my houses because I wish I had a pool. So Sims is all about creating a alter life, I feel like, and stuff that you don't have but really want. So that's what I like to do in my builds, especially. So I put the new couch items that were in growing together, which I think they're really cute. I really like them. The new couch and the new chair as well. And then I thought just a stack of pillows in the living room would be it just would create a more home feel to it. So when you walk in, you're like, oh, I can just sit on these pillows and read or whatever. So that's what I liked in this particular living room, was putting in a pile of pillows. So it just makes it look more livable and just more cozy, I think. So that's what I tried to do. And then I put the new fireplace in as well. It's really pretty. I really like it. They did a good job. Like I said, this is not the pack for you if you want to build with it, because I was struggling to put a lot of the new items in the house. So yeah, if you like to build, not the pack, but gameplay, I'm hoping is where it's at. I'm hoping that that's where the game is. And I put a half wall in. I am really trying to play around with different floor plans and different looks to the floor plans. And yeah, I put a half wall in, and then I just put some, columns in as well, because I figured it would just create an open space for this floor plan. So because the kitchen is not so big, I feel like it feels bigger because you have this open floor plan where you just come from the living room right into the kitchen. So, and you don't really need a whole big huge kitchen, because they can do a lot of barbecuing outside, which I did not add. I did not add a barbecue because I don't know if it still glitches, but I remember when I used to play The Sims, it was glitching where every single meal that they would make would be on the barbecue and or on the grill, and I would just get so frustrated because I was like, just use your stove, and they keep going out and making these massive meals, and it's just one sim. And so I tend to not put that in unless it's unless it's the summer or something like that, and I'll put one in, and then I'll just pretend oh, the Sims probably put it away for the summer. I mean, for the winter and, fall and everything. So that's what I like to do, because otherwise your Sims go crazy and they just start making these massive meals, every single meal. I'm not sure if that was just a glitch in one of the packs that I had, and hopefully they fixed it, but I don't know, and I don't really want to find out in this home. So I just scratch that, and I can always put it in later if I want to. This house will also be on the gallery if you guys want to go ahead and download it. Just go ahead. I did change my handle on the gallery. I think it should match my YouTube channel names. So hopefully you can find me on there, and you can just download this right away and put it into your game if you want to. There's no custom content in it, so you don't have to worry about that. You just have to make sure that you know that you have the packs that I use, that's all. Or items are going to be deleted for you. So you're not going to have some of the items that I have in it if you don't have some of the packs. I can't remember all of the packs that I use, but it should be listed under the build, so on the gallery. But anyways, you guys, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the talking portion right here. I hope you stay tuned until the very end so you can see how it all came together. It is a very pretty house, and like I said, very small, so you don't have to worry about it taking forever for the Sims to get around, which is what my goal was, because I feel like if it's a family pack oriented, you just don't want to have like your Sims spending obscene amounts of time trying to get to one side of the house to the other. But like I said, I'm going to end the talking portion right here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will talk to you all very soon.